Broadcasting live worldwide. The place where legends are born.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
This is Macy Mullins of the Gate City Girls basketball team, and you're listening to Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Let's go.
This is Kaylee Dunn of the Gate City Girls basketball team, and you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Go Big Blue!
It's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
This is Riley Housewright of the Gate City Girls basketball team, and you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Came about the mud, brush the dirt up off me. Going hard, hit him with it hurts, kill him softly. Bong stretch, trying to clear my mind, even smoke.
We are the Gate City Cheerleaders, and you're listening to the home of the Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Coming from my head though. Funny thing about it, they don't know it's in my head though. Schizo, maniac and finna go klepto. So hands on, kinda hard for me to let go.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Here is your host.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be. However you may be listening to us, I want to say thank you for making us a part of your Valentine's Friday night. Again, want to wish a very happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there listening. You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. I'm Joe Carter along with Chris Carr. We're broadcasting you live from the Gate City Middle School Gymnasium as it is senior night for our basketball teams and their cheerleaders. They'll be honoring them in between the girls and boys games. Tonight, as again, they'll conclude the regular season, and we're going to finalize their seeding as they take on the Lehigh Generals. Again, we'll also maybe witnesses to history as Bradley Dean goes for 2,000 career points. He's 30 points away. Here on the James River Advisors pregame show, we're going to break down this Gate City Lehigh matchup, and we'll announce the Big Blue Boosters starting lineups. We'll also have live coverage of the games, and then join us for the campus drive-in halftime shows, and again with first half recaps of each game. And then, of course, after each game, we'll have the post-game show also brought to you by James River Advisors, and we named the delegate Terry Kilgore Leadership Player of the Game Award, as well as the Law Office of Jesse Walker McMurray Stat of the Night, and the Colonial Funeral Home Play of the Night. And we also have another special designation we're going to talk about here in just a little bit. So, without any further ado, want to bring him in. Yes, folks, he is the man. He is the myth. He is the legend. He is Chris Macaroni Carr. How are you tonight, fine sir?
Well, let's see. I'm spending Valentine's Day stuck between you and Tanner Cook.
So life is great.
I do want to say happy Valentine's Day to my wife, Megan. She's listening right now. Appreciate her letting me come out and go through this insanity with you. I think she considered that almost a Valentine's present for me to leave. So anyway, love you, Megan.
That is my gift to you, Megan, on Valentine's Day of giving you a few hours of solitude and joyous time in your life. So anyway, and again, I want to send a big shout out, of course, happy Valentine's Day to my beautiful family, to my kids, Campbell and Emery, listening tonight. Again, love you guys, and we'll see you all here in a little bit. So anyway, again, a very happy Valentine's Day to everybody. It's senior night, a very special night here as we've got some outstanding senior athletes that we'll be honoring here in just a little bit on the girls and boys side. Of course, we've got some basketball to take care of as well as they conclude the regular season. Gate City comes in this basketball game. Of course, talking about the girls, they are 7-4 in conference play. They're 12-9 overall. They are right now the 3 seed in the district playoffs if they begin today. Of course, Union also sits at 7-4. They take on Ridgeview tonight. Depends on what happens there. Gate City could be the 3 or the 4 regardless. They will be playing here on Tuesday night, live 6:30. That's whenever the quarterfinals of the Mountain 7 District will start. We will cover it live. We'll actually have a special show as Mr. Carr will be here. I will not. I will be Well, I'll either be in Nashville, Tennessee, or I'll be at Holston Valley Hospital. Depends on one of the two. But anyway, again, it's going to be a special split show, but we'll talk about that a little bit as we get into it later in a little bit. All right, so Gate City, the boys have already locked up.
You're saying the insanity just rolls.
Next week is going to be an insane week. Talking about the district matchups, of course, Gate City will be playing Tuesday and Wednesday, possibly Thursday, Friday, and Saturday next week. 5 straight days of basketball action, and we'll have it all here.
I hope my wife's still not listening.
She's already. Don't worry. You ain't gonna worry. After that intro, it's over with. So. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the girls' matchup here. We're about 4.5 minutes away from the start of this game. It wasn't even close when Gate City went to Lehigh back on the 21st of January. It was 80-41. Gate City led throughout. They were led, of course, by Miss Sarah Thompson. She had 20 points. Everybody got in the scoring column. Macy Mullins, Braylon Steele had 12 points apiece. Kaylee Nunn got in double digits that game with 10. Now, a little bit different, though, tonight, though. Macy is not playing. Again, she had turned her ankle the other night, so Coach Housewright's giving her the night off, getting ready for Tuesday. Good news for the Lady Devils, though. You see Sarah Thompson back in the lineup here tonight. Of course, in that ball game with Lehigh, Philly Torretino, she actually ended up with 11 points. Drew Cox had 10 to lead the Lady Generals. So, Chris, what's your thoughts about this matchup?
Hopefully it's going to be more of the same. I was talking to Tanner earlier. I really like watching Tolentino play. She's fast, she's quick, she's 100% effort. She's fun to watch. I hope Gate City's ready to try to contain her tonight. So again, the quick guard that she is, of course, that's one thing Gate City has made their living on, being able to be on with their on-the-ball defenders, be able to stop some of those penetrations, and they were able to get Lehigh out of their game the first time around. So, about 2:45 left here. We'll take a quick break, come back, have the Big Blue Boosters starting lineups. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
2 out of every 3 people will need an assisted living community at some point in their life. We here at Elmcroft of Johnson City want to help to guide you through the process and decisions and believe in you as a person, not as a number. If you do have questions and want to be treated with the value you deserve, we invite you to call or come to our location for a free, no-obligation tour and meal. To schedule a tour, call us today at 423-282-0280. That's 423-282-0280. We are located at 406 East Mountain View Road in Johnson City. You can check us out on the web at elmcroft.com. Elmcroft of Johnson City is an Eclipse senior living community.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
All right, about a minute and a half away, as, of course, they will have the national anthem. We will take that with them as well, and, of course, then we'll have the Big Blue Boosters starting lineups here in just a moment. So, again, Gate City comes in here tonight. They are 12-9 overall. Of course, they've already clinched at least a 500 season right now. Of course, it's do or die on Tuesday night. You know, Chris, that's the first time we'll be facing that. It was just 3 years ago that John Battle came in as the 7th seed, knocked off Gate City, the girls. They were a 2 seed, and at the end of their season, can't overlook, especially that first round. And, of course, I know that Coach Housewright will be on them again to stay focused and get by that first round.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be prepared for that. I mean, just ask Virginia. It was that a couple years ago. They
won versus the 16th.
Got knocked out. So, yeah, anything can happen when the tournament rolls around, which is why they play them.
So, again, we will have the national anthem here in just a second. And, of course, we'll have the Big Blue Boosters starting lineups. Of course, here on senior night, they will, again, honor all the seniors.
Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
All right, so we are back here getting ready for the starting lineups. Again, brought to you by the Big Blue Boosters. And again, Gate City and Lehigh. Lehigh will be in their road red uniforms with white letters outlined in gold. Gate City in their traditional home whites with blue outlined in black. So now for Lehigh, it's going to be number 3, Tate Cox. Again, she is a sophomore for Lehigh. Also in the starting lineup, of course, Philly Tolentino. She is a senior, wearing number 11. Number 12, Drew Cox. Again, she's just a freshman for the Lady Generals. Also in the starting lineup will be number 20, Cadence Quillen. And also in the starting lineup will be number 34, as the lights went out. That's going to be Miss Madison Jesse. Again, the head coach of the Lady Generals is Jeff Trent. Lady Generals come into this ball game at 4-18, 0-11 in conference play. And now the starting lineup for your Lady Devils. Again, the Lady Devils playing for either a 3 or 4 seed in the upcoming district tournament. And again, trying to punch their tickets to the Region D tournament. Starting in the lineup again, senior number 5, she is Kendall Quillen. Also in the starting lineup, it's going to be number 21, she's Sam Gerald. Also back in the starting lineup will be number 23, Sarah Thompson. Number 34, Hannah Davidson in the starting lineup. And joining her will be number 40, Riley Housewright. Head coach of the Lady Devils will be, of course, as always, Kelly Housewright.
So Gate City wins by 40 last time. This would be a great opportunity for my glow game. Leave the disco lights on, glow in the dark ball, glow in the dark rings. Let's do it. Or not, as the lights come on.
Gate City will be going right to left on your radio dial here on senior night to conclude the regular season. It's going to be Housewright against Jesse, controlled by Lehigh. Going to bring it up. It's going to be number 12, Drew Cox. She gets it over to Tolentino. Dribbles to the right-hand side, being picked up by Sam Gerald. Quickly stole away, though, by Sarah Thompson. Here comes the Lady Devils. Pushes it up, gets it inside of Housewright. Shots up, shots good. Quickly, Gate City with a 2-0 lead. Chris, if you remember that last time when we played, they forced 26 turnovers. Already starting off good with a steal there by Thompson.
Well, statistically, Gate City's winning every quarter except the fourth. But again, I attribute that to Gate City having their subs in the fourth quarter. So hopefully they can get rolling here.
Gets it inside. It's going to be Drew Cox. Kicks it back out, though, to Jesse. Jesse's going to drive inside. Shots up, no good. Goes off of Housewright, though, and it will stay with the Lady Generals. That comes at 7:13 left here in the first quarter. Valentine's night here from the middle school gymnasium. Lehigh inbounds the basketball. Got it inside. They're going to tries to go up on Thompson, and she travels. Another turnover by the Lady Generals. Drew Cox got inside. She posted up on Thompson, but she took an extra step. Goes over to the Lady Devils. 7 minutes left. 2-0 Gate City.
Thompson brings the ball across the timeline, passes over to Gerald on the right-hand side. Gerald feeds it to Quillen. They swing it back around to Thompson. She pulls for 3. Shot's no good, but rebounded by Housewright. Housewright goes up strong and is going to get the foul.
Probably going to go on Madison Jesse. That's the first foul of the night. That comes at 6:49 left here in the first quarter. Again, Jesse, just a sophomore, and it's going to put Housewright on the line. Housewright shooting extremely well from the free throw line.
I was going to say, that's bad news for Lee. You don't want Housewright on the line as she drains the first free throw.
3-0 Gate City, 6:49 left.
Housewright eyes, second shot's up, and good. So 4-0, 6:49 to go. Lehigh inbounds the ball to Tolentino. She breaks the press, gets it quickly down the court, goes up, loses control. Housewright comes down with it.
Here comes Sarah Thompson now with the basketball. She works it up. She got it to Sam Gerald. Gerald on the baseline. Kicks it back up to Thompson. Thompson going to try to drive. She kicks it around to Davidson.